The biggest thing I learned from my greatest mentor, one of my clients, Ken McElroy, he has a very large multi-billion-dollar business where he has over 300 employees. He just sticks to his strike zone. There's infinite opportunities that come, literally infinite, but knowing when to hit the ball and when to let stuff walk by and just let the ball go, surprisingly rare for entrepreneurs. And fortunately, I'm surrounded by so much wisdom that seeing a lot of these opportunities, while they are very, very enticing, saying no to them is the most important part, because doing something new always has a massive lag effect, and you can only be really, really good at very few things. It just takes a very long period of time to grow one thing to make it very big. Ken spent his entire career in real estate. Now he has 10,000 apartments. He said over and over and over again, he would get opportunities to invest in tech funds. He would get opportunities to start other businesses. People would want him to raise money for other stuff. He just stuck to his strike zone, which was multifamily real estate and now billboards, and just does that one thing exceptionally well. And he did it for 30 years, and now he has 10,000 apartments, and he could raise billions of dollars because he just did one thing very well over a long period of time. What he did was he just vertically integrated. He started a property management company that manages the properties. He started development and construction to where he can buy land and then build to where he can build the entirety of the project, a $100 million project. He can do all the building for it. Has the syndication so his business raises the money. He manages it. He does everything, all in-house. Those are all different businesses inside the same business. That is vertically integrated. What I've done is I have a social media company where I help a lot of large businesses. Today we just closed a client. I'm super, super, super excited because this is just a home run. We're gonna provide so much value to this guy. So we do all the organic media in 1 hour of the entrepreneur's time per day, 2 to 3 long form videos, hundreds of organic original shorts, all just pre-planned out with the monetization strategy already pre-planned. Our goal is to close him $50,000 to $100,000 per month, building it on the back end funnels, bringing a few thousand people to an organic webinar, closing them. I started with just the YouTube services, working with guys like Ken or Robert Kiyosaki or a variety of other guys like George Gammon that get a multi-million views per month. And then it transitioned to all social media. And then it was all social media plus getting sponsors for them. And then it was getting the sponsors plus building out the back end funnels, setting up the webinars for them, building out the conversions to where we convert the viewers, and then building out the AI personalized funnels for every single potential lead that we get, trying to close every single one of them for the clients. So it's just complete turnkey. And then the next step is running paid ads on top of that to the organic to still close every single potential lead humanly possible. Those are all different verticals of the same business. I've gotten a ton of opportunities to do different AI funnels or AI sales processes for large businesses, unbelievably large checks. I've been offered 6 figures to develop an entire AI sales funnel just for different businesses, but it's not in my strike zone. It is not the business model that I have. The problem is, as I grow, those opportunities get larger and larger and larger, where they seem so enticing. Hey, why don't I just have this part of the business where I bring in, I can just close the deal, I can do this, and then I can have a secondary business on top of that? The problem is you can only focus and really be focused on one thing at a time. If I just focus my time on providing the best possible product and service for each of my clients, then I get infinite clients. And that's what I've done. If you just do one thing really, 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 really well, where if we take on a client and then within 3 months we can generate them hundreds of thousands of dollars per month, guess what? That leads to a lot of demand for your service. That's why there's quite literally infinite demand for my business, because the referral base is so powerful, because each of my clients have gotten such good results. Their friends that also have businesses asked them what they did, and they just said, hey, just talk to Josh. I'm running out of breath right here. I'm walking in Medellin, Colombia, where the altitude is super high. Gotta work on my cardio, geez. So I'm actually walking to meet with one of my clients, my original guy I started working for, George Gammon, because we have some big things coming. He just called me and said, hey, I have a great idea. Let's figure out how to implement like a new subset business that would basically just be lead gen for my business. It's gonna go really well. So I'm meeting George for lunch right now. We're just gonna get fucking shit dialed in. We got the team dialed in this week, looking to hire a few more people. By the end of the summer, there's probably gonna be 25 full-time people working, which is crazy to even comprehend how big a business can get in such a small period of time once you get to that point of kind of exponential growth. Once we have the plug and play infrastructure, it's really just gonna be taking on clients and providing the highest quality service to them in the world. That's what we're gonna keep on doing. And then moving with speed. I can always tell how easy a client is gonna be to work with depending on how much speed they move with. This client, it was a referral from another guy that I'm friends with, obviously. That's where most of my business comes from. He said, I wanna start as soon as humanly possible. We had a call on Thursday before 4th of July. Today, we just finalized it, about to sign the contracts, and we actually start tomorrow. With my business, I wanna move with the fastest amount of speed humanly possible. I wanna show results to them within the first fucking 14 days of working together and 10x what they were currently doing, because most marketing agencies are just so bad at scale. It only works if you actually produce an incredible amount of value, which is why I don't want a business where I have 1,000 clients. I want to have 20 clients where we make each of them a few $1,000,000 per year, and then have a performance-based model where you could make $1,000,000 per year per client. If you have 20 clients, that's not too bad. And that's a very, very, very sellable business in the future as well, which would have a decent multiple if you have good margins. I'm really trying to think through like the next 3 years, how we're gonna go from a few million to like 20 million per year. That's what I'm comprehending, but I know what we need to do. The hard part is just the time that it takes to get there. Most entrepreneurs are very impatient. I'm very impatient. I wanted to hit my 20-year goal yesterday. Sometimes things that grow at scale just take time, and I just need to constantly remind myself of that, because the business is growing faster than I could even comprehend. Things are going better than I could possibly comprehend. Me just wanting to speed shit up is not going to make us more money. It's honestly just gonna fuck things up.